Hey, it's Zach. We're back for lesson 3. In the last lesson, we took a deep dive in understanding the why of our idea. This week, we're going to take a deeper dive into the actual what. What is it that we're creating? What is it that we're offering to the world in order to better ourselves, better our community, and better the people that we care about? So what is an example of how you may be doing this in your everyday life? Think about your first pair of skateboard shoes.
Daniel?
You loved them.
Damn, Daniel, back at it again with the white
You wore
bands.
them until you couldn't wear them any longer, and you thought that there could never be a better shoe. So you started to do research. You started to look at the other types of shoes, other ones that would serve the purpose of a durable skateboard shoe. In that process, you learned a whole bunch about new shoes. And all of a sudden you realized that you could actually get something better than what you had originally. That's essentially what we're going to be doing in this lesson plan. Taking the idea that you have, ensuring that it's the best one that it can possibly be, because then we'll be using it throughout the entirety of the rest of the program. So how can an idea come to life? In the last lesson, we understood our why very, very deeply. And we have an idea that we think is really great. However, that idea will most likely fall into the 3 major categories of business: a product, a service, or an experience. And the unique thing is a lot of ideas start in one and end up moving to the other 2. It's important to know the right place to start in this lesson plan, and that's exactly what we're going to try and get to. So what is a product? A product is usually something that you can hold in your hand. It's a number of inputs put together in a unique way to create something valuable. What is a service? A service is work done on the behalf of your customer. What is an experience? An experience is something personally encountered or undergone. It's something that is memorable. You can create those experiences for people and offer that as a business. I bet you're wondering who in action sports has done this successfully, especially in all 3. The 2 Van Doren boys were very passionate about skateboarding. They saw a need when every month they would have to get a new pair of shoes because the pair of shoes that they were using would wither away. They combined the resources that they had at the rubber company and the passion that they had in skateboarding and found a new opportunity to create a new type of shoe that could appeal specifically to the action sports and skateboarding community. The shoes were a massive hit. They appeared in movies like Dogtown and Z-Boys, and a variety of other things that helped skateboarders identify themselves in a new way because of a new shoe. You see this discovery sheet in front of you. If you were to go back to when the Van Doren boys discovered that they wanted to create a shoe, and they filled out something very similar to this is what it might look like. Which of these 3 categories does your idea fall under? Put it there. Then think about how it may apply as the other 2. So if your idea is a product, how might it also be a service? How might you create an immersive experience for it? The Van Dorens, when they started Vans, would answer that question like this. Vans started as a product. That's where they would have placed it. How could Vans be a service? They started a thing called Street Soul. They started Street Soul as to how Vans could be a service. They would educate the community members on creativity, on art, and in return, they would have very valuable employees that would come and work at Vans. They built Vans Skate Park, where you can go and be surrounded by everything you would imagine the Vans brand would be associated with. They built a combi pool to make an authentic skateboarding experience. They have places where you can experience their apparel. You can actually get lessons in their skate park and get it filmed and use that footage for progression. All of the things that you would imagine would be associated with the Vans brand, you would find at the Vans Experience Skate Park. So how can you figure this out for yourself or your idea? The most important part is figuring out where to start. Now that you've thought of your idea as a product, as a service, and as an experience, you have to decide which one is best. Which one serves your why in the best way? That's where you want to start.